Should you start a YouTube channel? Let's answer the big question. Trust me, if you're thinking this, you're not alone. I went through the same process, struggling if I should make a YouTube channel or not for about 2-3 months, and I'm so glad I did, and here's why. In this video, we're going to talk about 3 things. Number 1, what do you need to succeed? Number 2, what is the time commitment? And most importantly, number 3, why is it important to start a YouTube channel today, given the current environment YouTube is in? Number 1, what do you need to succeed? Success on YouTube is broken down into 3 parts. The first one being, be careful on what your niche is. I say this meaning a lot of people spend a lot of time deciding what niche they're going to choose, and often because they spend a lot of time on it, choose something that isn't the first thing that comes to mind. And let's break this down for a minute. There are elements that you know better than anyone else in the room. What is the thing that you could teach a whole room? What's something that you could teach someone and you'd be willing to teach them without even having to get paid? Often people look up what niche they should choose, and they look at the niches on YouTube that tend to make the most money. The con is monetizing on YouTube takes a while, and if you choose something that you're not passionate about, you're very likely to probably quit before you're successful. So in choosing your niche, make sure you choose something you're passionate about, and your audience is more likely to gravitate towards something that obviously they can see matters to you. Number 2, the second tip for success is patience is key. And when I say that, I mean, don't expect to make a YouTube channel and monetize in the first month. There's a lot of videos that I saw, which personally really made me want to make a YouTube channel saying how I monetize in 10 days. Maybe that's possible, but speaking from personal experience, it does take multiple videos and multiple iterations until you're able to monetize on YouTube. To monetize, you need 4,000 watch time hours and 1,000 subscribers. We're not going to talk in too much detail on that in this video. There's a video featured in one of these, I think it's the upper right corner, that will walk you through like how to get monetized on YouTube and what that looks like. But you should expect a multiple month up to 2-year journey to get monetized on YouTube. It takes a while. Your first 100 subscribers are the hardest 100 subscribers ever to get. It gets easier as you go. And the reason I say patience is key is you need to produce a fair bit of content before you're going to get your first 1,000 subscribers. We took 23 videos over 12 months to get our first 1,000 subscribers. And since then, it's been growing rapidly. Your first initial ramp up is a very, very slow curve. Number 3, focus on producing content and not numbers. And by numbers, I mean your analytics. So how many subscribers you have, likes, views aren't really that important when you're first getting started. I think at the beginning, what's way more important than how your videos are doing is having enough videos out there so you can actually judge them as a whole. So if you have 10 videos out there, you're going to get a lot more analytic insights from that content than if you just made 2 videos and went deep diving into all of their analytics. You want to have a lot of different videos out there so you can see what's working. And initially, when I was thinking about this, I didn't want to make my second video until I knew how my first video did. And I didn't want to make my third video until I knew how my second and first did. And what I realized is you should focus on the idea of failing fast. There's this really good quote that I like, and I don't know who says it, but I use it all the time. And it is, perfect is the enemy of the good. Meaning if you spend all your time trying to make the perfect video before you produce anything and release anything out there, you're not going to learn as quickly, and you would probably expedite your learning curve by producing more content, seeing how that content did, rather than spending all your time on 1 or 2 videos. Failing fast is the name of the game. Instead of focusing on the analytics, I would focus on what you can do to improve your skills, learn what information is available to you, and over time, your audience is going to gravitate more to you being your regular self on camera than someone who's trying to make the perfect video to get all the numbers to go in the right direction. All right, let's talk about effort. What is the time commitment to being a YouTube content creator? There's a stigma that it takes all this time to create a YouTube video. I don't think that's necessarily true. I think it's manageable if you break it down into steps. I have a video, again, upper right corner, that talks about how to make your YouTube videos 10 times faster. There's essentially 5 steps to video creation, and it talks about each one of those steps and how to speed up the overall process, but we're not going to go that much in detail here, just purely upper level. The main elements that you're going to be spending your time creating YouTube videos is coming up with your idea, then you're going to bullet point your script. After that, you got to record, then you're going to edit, and then you're going to publish. So overall, just 5 macro level steps, and you can break it down piece by piece. If you're really serious about making videos online, I definitely recommend checking out that video. Don't make the same mistakes I did. I spent so much time making videos when I first started, and this really streamlined my approach. And right now we're making 100 videos in 100 days, and we're able to crank them out like that because we automated a lot of these steps. So that talks about where you're going to be spending your time, but it still doesn't answer the question, how much time are you going to be spending? So let's imagine we all have full-time jobs here and we're wondering, how can I do this on the side? So your weekdays, you're probably best if you batch the different steps that we just talked about. So let's say Monday after work, you could look at idea generation and you spend maybe an hour coming up with a bunch of different YouTube video ideas. On Tuesday, you should pick one of those ideas and spend an hour writing out or bullet pointing the script. And when you bullet point it, you're going to have something that you can speak to clearly and concisely and give your audience something that isn't read from like a teleprompter type thing, right? Third, let's say Wednesday comes around. So you've already had your idea. You've written some bullet points. Well, the next thing's recording. Now, some people think you need all this fancy equipment to get started. You can start with just an iPhone and a tripod. Tripods are on Amazon. They're really cheap. Personally, I got a Canon Mark II. It's EOS is this one. I got it on Amazon and it came with a bunch of different lenses, things to clean your camera, battery. It was pretty much a starter pack and a really cool book bag. So if you don't know what you're doing with cameras, I'd recommend doing something like that because it's going to give you a base version of like everything you need. I think the camera was just about $1,000 with the bundle and everything. If you get the camera just itself, it's $600. But if you don't want to spend money before you get started, just use a cell phone. Cell phones can do what you need it to do. And we'll talk about editing in that video up there that you can talk about what you would do after you have the footage. On Wednesday, you would then record this video. And recording normally takes about 30 minutes to just record and maybe a little bit longer to set up lights and microphones and all that jazz. But that would be your Wednesday. And then the longer portion of where you spend your time is editing. And editing wouldn't just be a Thursday afternoon. It would probably be one of your weekend days, right? It would probably take, when you're first getting started, about 8 hours to edit a video. So you can't just do it on Thursday. It'd probably be Thursday, Friday, and then you publish on the weekend. So if you follow that flow, Monday, creating your idea, Tuesday, bullet pointing it out, Wednesday, recording, Thursday, Friday, maybe you spend a little bit of that time editing your video, or you can do it all on Saturday. And then Sunday, you post your video for Monday. And that's just traditionally what I did when I first started. I was making one video a week. And if you add those together, you have about, I would say, 15 to 20 hours per video, which might sound like a lot of work. And that's why I would recommend watching that video up there. That really streamlines your process. But overall, that is a macro level explanation of how much time you would spend creating one video. Number 3, I said at the beginning, this is the most important one. Why is it important to start now, given the current environment YouTube's in? So we're going to break this down into 2 steps. The first one is understanding what you're offering when you're creating YouTube content and making videos. And I like to think about it that all of us who want to run our own business can either sell products or you can sell services. Those are the only 2 things you can really sell, right? And then you can sell physical items or you can sell digital items. So I like to think of YouTube as a digital product. And the cool thing about digital products are they don't go away. They last forever. So the reason to start now is the longer you have a video that exists today is the longer that video can exist. Wait, I think that made sense, right? So let's break that down. Imagine you're going to live till you're 100 years old and you can get started whenever, but imagine for this scenario, you make your first video when you're 50. That video is going to live online from 50 to 100. So 50 years that video is going to exist, and over that time period can make you passive income once YouTube's monetized. Now, the benefit of starting when you're 20 is you're still living to 100, but now that video exists for 80 years. Now imagine you made one video every week when you're 20 compared to one video every week when you're 50. Your videos are going to exist for longer online, meaning you'll kind of get this compounding effect because videos tend to grow in views exponentially most of the time, and you'll do far better on YouTube if you start earlier rather than later. That's number 1. Number 2, and this is something I'm really excited about. Right now it's October of 2024, and your year of 2024 is all focused on AI, right? How you can use AI, how AI is going to transform our lives. And one element that I definitely don't think people see coming is the ability to rapidly translate information. There's so many people that you can't share your content with currently if they don't speak the same language you speak. And so my prediction is over the next 2 years, with the use of AI, rapid live translation is going to be a much larger thing. And I think we're going to experience a not growth in the overall market, but an opportunity to reach existing parts of the market that currently wouldn't understand your content purely because of a language barrier. And this is going to help viewers. This is going to help content creators watch videos made by other content creators. It's really going to open up the door. And I would recommend learning to fail fast before this happens. So then when it happens, you can take advantage of it. Here I am telling all my YouTube secrets, but I really think that's a big one. Start getting experience now so you're ready before that spike comes. If you're waiting for the perfect moment, let me be the one to tell you that it's right now. Don't waste your time watching this opportunity go and pass in front of you when you could jump on it and really learn more about yourself. When you create content in just YouTube and put yourself out on a limb, you're going to start generating ideas on what to do outside of YouTube, how to grow yourself personally, your friendships, your relationships. It's definitely something that's really intriguing that you're going to learn as you go through this process and you find your own voice. If you're still around and you want to kickstart your YouTube journey, don't forget to like and subscribe and join us for our journey of posting 100 videos in 100 days. This is video 36. Watch as we learn together. Wait. Don't forget to check out these 2 videos here to learn more of what it's like to be a YouTube content creator. I'll see you soon, friends. Thanks for watching.